Do you see the Windows XP theme as ugly? That is a question that was asked by one of you on lockergnome.net. Of course, the question could have just as easily been asked through Twitter, and I would have caught it if you would have included at lockergnome or at Chris Perillo in that tweet. Of course, you could have asked it in a YouTube comment thread. We're scanning those as well for good questions. So here's the thing about Windows XP, right? It was an upgrade from either Windows Millennium Edition, Windows 98, or Windows 2000. At that time, when I moved to Windows XP, way back in the day, I was using Windows 2000 as a primary operating system. It wasn't awesome, but it was very stable, and that was the beauty of Windows 2000 at the time, and then what would then become, Windows XP. And I saw some beta interfaces for XP, and then they released Windows XP, and I thought it was a joke. I loathed the Luna interface for Windows XP. I can't think of a single Windows XP computer that I ever owned, and I think I have one still lying around, maybe a couple of virtual machines as well at this point. I could not stand Luna to the point where I ran classic mode, which you can still do in Windows XP. It would make it look like Windows 2000, but here's the thing. I found that the Chrome of Luna would actually slow down certain elements on the desktop. And I saw it. I don't know if I can dig up any empirical data to further illustrate what I'm talking about, but the desktop, hang on. The desktop was where I lived. 24/7. It still is, right? You know, in Windows, Mac OS 10, or Linux. I live on the desktop. You live on the desktop. And performance, to me, is everything. Performance, 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 performance. You want it to run fast. And Luna sucked. Sorry, it sucked. And I came to find out later, through certain designers who no longer work for Microsoft, that it was a last-minute change. Luna. The Windows XP look and feel, the ugliness about it. I think we had, three themes initially. The Windows XP theme, blue, and then we had silver and I think olive. And then later the Media Center theme about it, and then after that I think there were a few other themes that came around. I didn't really do a lot of changes. I went to classic mode and I was happy because I had performance. Especially in virtual machines now. I mean, it's all about performance. And if you want performance on the Windows desktop with Windows XP, you have to run classic mode. I absolutely believe that Windows XP's interface was fugly. That's the hashtag I would use for that. Fugly. Freaking ugly. Ugh. God. Maybe you still run XP. That's fine. Now, with Windows Vista and the update to the interface for Windows, I was actually pretty happy. I gotta tell you, I really liked the overall UI changes. Unfortunately, they just could not get away from all older versions of Windows, and it's still the same case with Windows 7. You still see like bits and pieces of like old versions of Windows in there. I'm like, huh? I just got kicked out of this very beautiful experience to this? Whoa, what the hell? Either way, Vista was a step in the right direction in terms of look and feel. With Aero, that's what AERO, that's what they call the interface inside of Windows Vista or Windows 7. But that's the full-on, accelerated, hardware-accelerated theme for the Chrome of what Windows is now. And if you are not running a powerful enough video card, or let's say you're running in power saving mode, you may slip into another puddle of fugglies. And that would be Aero Basic. And there's not a lot of shine to that. And I found that performance, again, drags. And so I put the entire experience of Windows XP's Luna in the same bucket of fugglies as Aero Basic. I can taste it. Not the wine I'm sorry, not the Windows juice that I just sipped, but just the taste that's still left in my mouth. It's still lingering like an aftertaste. Luna, Aero Basic. Can you taste that? Can you taste it? But again, you know, the regular or the normal accelerated aero experience is beautiful. It's wonderful, near perfect. Might I just again throw it in there? I just want to say that I think it's good. It's just the basic stuff. It's just it could really, really. That's the best you could do. I could provide some feedback. My feedback is get a computer that can run the full experience of Aero. Maybe you agree, maybe you disagree. Maybe you thought it was fine. Maybe you thought it was beautiful. Good for you! Because you know what? It's your desktop, not mine. Oh, my email address, chris@pirillo.com. At Chris Pirillo on Twitter. Of course, you can also find me at facebook.com/Chris Pirillo. Plenty of conversations happening there daily. We are also geeking out in the chat room there. Let's see, wine for OS 10 or Ubuntu. And I don't think they were talking about this kind of wine. Sorry. Windows juice. I think I meant to say UI juice. UI juice. Can I say that? GUI juice. You're more than welcome to join us in the chat room. We're geeking out 24 hours a day, 7 days a week in conjunction. It's like it's sewn in to a live video feed. Kind of looks like this, only from a different angle. At live.pirillo.com. We'll see you later.